Good morning. Is it from Zetster's lab? I am in awe. I am shocked. I cannot tell you how excited I am and how blown away. And it's such a stupid thing, but oh my goodness, look at this. This is one of the jelly prints I made somewhere during this week. And this morning, as I was taking photos of all my jelly prints, put them on my Facebook page to sell, make them available to purchase. And I was taking photos, and then I was putting some of the prints on different frames that I had. And when I put this little print on this frame, something happened. I mean, I cannot tell you. Look at this. It's just gloriously beautiful. Whatever it is, I see a hammock. My husband see an old fisherman's boat. But it just go together so beautifully. So what to do with all your Gelli Plate prints? Put them in frames. This is a charity shop frame I bought for 40 Rand. And I mean, voila, look at this. This is a masterpiece. I am so excited. And yes, you know what? If you're not excited about your art, if you don't love what you create, what's the use? I'm my biggest fan, because I create what I love, and then some of the things are, okay, others love it. And but just some things that I create, like this one, when it comes together, I'm blown away. I cannot believe what happened. So even with the material, the cloth, look at that. I'm still thinking what to do with these 4-5 little pieces I did yesterday. But just look at it. It dried up. It is just glorious. Is there anything more beautiful than color print on beautiful linen, cottons? Oh, this is just gorgeous. So what I'm thinking about is I want to put this. You can either even do book covers. They will cover your notebooks beautifully. That will make a stunning cover. Or I can put it onto clothes. Let's say I've got a plain cream top dress, and I just cut this one, and I just do a kind of embroidery, just some stitches, just put it onto some clothing. Or I can put it all together and just make a beautiful scarf. The awesome thing with linens and cottons also is they fray beautifully. So just look at this. This, just like this, is a beautiful tray cloth. Here's a tray, and just look at that. Oh my goodness, I've got 5 new tray cloths. What more beautiful do you want? And don't put in hems, leave it like this. Look at the beautiful fraying. It's gorgeous. You can wash it. You can I haven't ironed it yet, so I still have to go and search for my iron. But sometimes less is better. Like with this. What I can also do is I can cut them nicely. If you're a person that likes to be perfectionistic, good for you, perfect. I can cut them, you can hem them, you can sew them together and make a beautiful cloth that you can use as a tray. Haven't thought of that. This is a brilliant idea. So yes, these are just some. I haven't showed you what I did yesterday. I just went, I was watching Pinterest, and I saw this beautiful flower, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and try this, a protea. And I ran up, took an A4 paper and just quickly drew a protea with pastels, ordinary pastels. And because you can print the pastel onto your Gelli Plate, just like you can do with the black pastel, chalk, I mean. So I thought, I'm going to do that and see how it goes. So I did that, and immediately, yeah, it came out fine, but then I first made the backgrounds. No, you first have to print you can do it either way. So I drew it onto my paper, the flower with pastels, and then I made on my printing papers, I did the backgrounds. You can see there a yellow and green. And this is the second print, so that was just yellow. And but after about my second print, I realized, no, this is not going to work for me. So once again, I took my palette knife and I started painting onto the Gelli Plate. So I printed my flowers. I think it was those ones. No, this was actually one of the first, this green one. So I printed on my flower, and that was not very successful. So I started to paint with a palette knife my flower onto the Gelli Plate, and then I just started printing over and over again until I got these beautiful ones. And afterwards, I even painted more paint onto this, you know, the artwork, and then I just printed it just to get the printing effect. But I love it. Just look how beautiful. And then there was still some paint on the Gelli Plate, so I just added more, lots more, and then on that I just with a silvery white did some big flowers, poppies. I don't know what this is. And look at that, that is gorgeous. It's my favorite. It just come out like that. I don't know how I get it, but with the printing it's different. I've got less control, and I love it. I love it how things just happen automatically. So I did another print, the same flowers, and then the background was really very white. There was actually nothing there, and I thought, you know what I need? Let's make a little light blue background, but once again I was too quick, so when I printed this on, I actually didn't think, you know, the blue's gonna become, the whole thing's gonna become blue because you print it over the flower as well, and that's what I did. So I was very upset, and then I realized something. Let's clean the Gelli Plate. So I cleaned the Gelli Plate, and then I printed this onto the Gelli Plate, and a little bit of blue came off. Then I wiped the Gelli Plate, and then more blue came. I think I did that about 10 times until I get to this. Got to this. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? It gives it a different feel. So I'm learning to use the Gelli Plate my way, because what I've also realized with myself, yes, I love the flower and leaf prints, especially on the cloth. That's going to be awesome. But to me, this is not a painting really. I love paintings. I love it when after a print it feels to me as if it's a painting. Look at that one. I don't know when I did that and how it developed to get to that. You see, you just do your bottom layer, then you start printing, then you start adding things, then you do a tree onto your Gelli Plate, and then you print, and you just go the layer by layer effect, because that's my art is also like that. I love the layering effect. So what did I do that I still wanted to show you that you haven't seen before? As I said yesterday, I was just playing. But I also love, I don't know if you've seen this. This was just my leaves printing. I printed that on music sheet. I also absolutely love it. Let me show you how beautiful this is in a frame. Oh my goodness. You see, it's just so gorgeous. The thing is, a little tip, that's actually what this video is all about. When you have, lots of people tell me, oh, is it your house is so full with paintings and things, but it's because you can paint. My house is so empty. Your house don't have to be empty. All you need is go to charity shops if you don't want to spend lots on frames. Buy a frame for $2, R40, 40 Rand at a charity shop, and put something in there. It can be a print, it can be a photo, it can be anything. And look, there you have something to put on your wall. And just interesting, this is actually one of my acrylic paintings with a palette knife that I did on a canvas sheet. So this is actually my work, some of my work, but you can see it's very thick. It's layer upon layer. It's acrylic and whatnot. But look how similar. So it doesn't matter actually. Oh, I love this one too. The simplicity of this one is just gorgeous. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm learning. How to get your own style. So I've been doing art for about, I think I started 2008. And I believe my art is going to be different. I had this idea, more abstract and things, but I kind of struggle with abstract. I want to see something. Even in this little thing that is very abstract and can actually be anything, I still want to see something. To me, it's reeds, beautiful scenery, and to me, I feel as if it's a hammock and I am just one with nature there. As I said, husband, see a boat. I also can actually see a boat. So I started my art journey, and I just started. At first it was, and I'm also very funny, but I'm very good at, if I see on Pinterest or anywhere a painting, I can kind of get it like that, easily. It's not a big thing. I'm now not talking about faces and drawing. I'm talking about this type of art. So it was difficult for me, still is, to get away from not wanting to copy. Because you see a beautiful artwork and you think, oh, I can do it. Yes, mine's not exactly the same, never, but it's still, I start with somebody else's work. And now with this gel plate thing, it really is just much looser. So even though I started with a photo I saw on, I think it was Pinterest. It was very light, it was beautiful. That's why I got the idea to go and try my pastels and get that same feel. And even I started off with that. Look what developed out of that. I laughed. My husband, he walked past last night and I said, what happened? You had an explosion with proteas. And I said, this is the Gelli Plate. You just start off and it just grows so quickly, and you add one little different color on and boom, you've got something else. And then the same things developed, and then I ended up having 2 flowers as well. And so this is really what I love about Gelli printing. It developed very quickly. You become out of control very quickly, and then the excitement comes with, oh my goodness, what's happening here and what's happening there, and then I try to get the same again and it doesn't work. But even look at this. This was from some of my first Gelli Plate prints, and that was when I just printed some leaves. But just look at that. And then when you add that to a frame, onto a frame, look at that stunning artwork. So for this, the frame will have to be a little bit smaller. It will, that is a little bit too big. But that's what I said. When you have an artwork or anything that you want to frame, take it with when you go to charity shop. Oh, well, I just buy it at charity shop. When I see a beautiful frame, I just buy it. We bought this also at the charity shop, but then this is husband's painting that he wanted to have framed. He's much more abstract and very little, works for hours. Well, he's an engineer, you see, so you can think but very, very artistic, so that combination is awesome. But he never gets to do it because he's so perfectionistic and it takes so long that he doesn't get to do it. Me, on the other hand, I just jump in, and then halfway through I realize, oh my goodness, I forgot to get this and that and do this. But that's how we differ, and that's awesome. And so another thing I am learning, realizing with my art, keep going. Try different ideas, try different things. I mean, I started off with acrylic, and then I added inks and stuff and whatever and whatnot. But the more you do it, the more you create your own way. That's why I'm actually blown away when I saw this proteas on my acrylic. Even though I'm working on the Gelli Plate, you can see it's my work, and that is awesome. But you only get that by creating lots of art. And that is then how you get to your own, you get your own style. And as I say, you gotta love your work and you gotta be satisfied. It must make you excited. And that's also what I tell all my kids and adults, anybody that comes for my art workshops. I tell them, create. I'm going to help you to create your masterpiece. Excuse me. And we are going to continue until you love it. And at first, they just ask me to help. The whole time they want my input. And I help a lot, because for me, when you go out of my house with your painting, you must love it, even though I helped. It's beside the point. So I help a lot, and then at the end, when we come closer to the end of their artwork, they start to push me away when I come closer. And then I realized, no, now it's becoming their own, and they starting to love it, and now I mustn't interfere. I can say, if you want to do something here and there, little things, that's fine. So that's just awesome. So I love my art, and that is what it's supposed to be. You got to love what you do, and it must bring you joy. If it brings you frustration and sadness, and what's the use? You don't want to go there. You want to do something that makes you joyful and happy and feel alive and realize you are alive. And have you seen my beautiful amaryllis? My whole table, it looks like a nursery in here. So close to Plate, whenever we drive there, there's a place that sells bulbs, lots of flower bulbs, but mostly the amarilla. So whenever we go there, we just drive in. So a few weeks ago, we went past there again. I jumped out, bought a couple, and just look at this. After this, I plant them in my garden, and next year, as soon as I see a little flower is starting to push, I take it out, because the insects, they love it, so they eat it here. So I bring it into my house, I enjoy it, and then afterwards I take it out. Seasonal things. Life is a season. At this stage, I am into my season of making videos a lot. Then you will see, if you've been on my channel a lot, sometimes I'm weeks and months, I really don't make videos because I don't have anything to say. So then I'm busy with something else. So this is my journey, my gel plate journey. As I say, I have no idea from minute to minute what the next video is going to be, or my next day is going to be, or how long this is going to last, and what's going to be after this. But luckily I've learned I don't need to know. All I need to do is live today and in this moment, and just do what the life in me wants me to do. So when I was so excited, after, I was busy, I took pictures, I put all these things onto frames, and I was content, but not over the moon. And I put it on my Facebook page, made it a sale. And then when I saw this, and I put this little painting onto this frame, everything changed. All of a sudden, it was just pure joy and excitement. I couldn't believe it. As I said, when these two came together, magic happens. I was blown away. I was so excited. And then I realized this I want to share with you. I want to share with you the joy of realizing, or just when something comes together beautifully. So have a fantastic day. Zit from Zetster's Lab. And if you are busy creating anything, you don't have to be gel plates, you can do whatever, you needlework, crochet, gardening, whatever. Just keep going and start to put your own life and soul into it. Make it your own. I mean, I've made took many different turns and ever to get to this little painting, believe you me. And some of them on this heap, the prints that I made, I'm not very excited about. But it was a stepping stone for my next thing. It's growth. If I haven't done everything that I did on my creative journey, I wouldn't have been here today. Lots of people also tell me, but I'm not creative. It's like anything in life. You got to start. You are creative. All of us have the creative life in us. We create everything, the whole day. We just don't realize it. And the more you start to create with your hands, things like this, you just got to start. Draw one little thing. Put paint down. Go and plant a little plant. Sew two little things together, even if you do it with hands. Start small. Start where you find yourself. And the one thing will lead to the next. And after a while, you'll be blown away like I am. After years and years of art, I sit here today in awe and very happy with my little painting. So this made me very happy. Very thankful, grateful that I kept going and that I'm growing. So you just need to start wherever you find yourself. As I said, the more you do it, the more you grow, the more the juices will flow, and 1, 2, 3, you'll have your own creations. That's really, really unique to who you are, because we are all so wonderfully unique. Love you lots. Zit from Zetster's Lab.